it's a fight of two giants. Yeah, the ASUU is a giant and the federal government is a giant too. And the students are the grass and they are the ones suffering.
It's over 3 months since ASUU has been on strike and nothing has been done by the government to address the situation yet. From recent reports, some academic unions like SANU, NUT and ASUU have also joined its counterparts in the ongoing strike. What could be done? Well, today we'll be speaking to one of the ASUU members, some students, if you could see some of them around here because everywhere looks scanting, and the publics to ask them how they feel about the ASUU strike.
My name is Olatunji Arowolo.
Okay, you are the chairman.
Academic Staff Union of Lagos State Polytechnic Chapter.
Okay, sir, why the strike?
Well, we're on strike because the federal government has failed to honor the agreement we entered to 2009, precisely.
What are you actually fighting for?
One first thing is we talk about constitution of governing council. Okay. So 6 of the governing councils have not been constituted. That's at the federal, and they still have some states, especially Lagos State Polytechnic that we have now. We don't have governing council, so it's part of our demand. And then there's talking about this need assessment for polytechnic. What are those things? Because you hear now there's disparity between HND and BSc. So we want, and we know it's a legislative issue. So that's why we're seeking amendment to the Polytechnic Act, so that to remove this dichotomy, so that they will allow us to be awarding degree, just like the university, so that we award BTech. So it's part of our demand to remove this dichotomy between BSc, HND. So to review the Polytechnic Act.
So are you telling me that's just the main reason why you go on? What about the
No. The issue of money, we are not talking of money. It's not,
sure? Seriously
speaking, we are not talking of salary increase. So even the ones that have been promised, they are still owing arrears. They've not paid. So that's not the main issue, because if we look at it as a main issue, then it will be selfish to say because of that, because it's not as if salaries are not being paid. Salaries are being paid. So we can't go on strike because of that, because if they don't, so it will be a selfish reason to say we are going on strike because of money. So the only money aspect of it is the funding. You know, when we're talking about funding now, it's not pay salary. We talk about the infrastructures, the laboratory equipment, the classroom where the students will have to receive lectures. We want to stop producing students that are not employable. Okay. You hear most of the employer of labor says the graduates who are turning out are not employable. And yet the facts are there. What are those facts? The facts are when they come around, they need lab. Maybe the chemicals, the reagents, they are not available to teach them practical. You end up teaching alternative to practical. And you don't do alternative to practical on the field. You don't do alternative to practical. So it's not that when they start employment, when they get there, that's when they will now be feeling the real equipment they're supposed to work with. Then that means they'll have to retrain them, which is also the cost on the part of the employer.
Okay, as a parent, how would you feel? You see your children at home doing nothing.
I will feel bad if I'm seeing my children at home. But on the other part too, we have to look at it as a parent. You have invested in the education of your child. So at the end of the day, what you expect the child to have education and is not having it, I will equally feel bad. So it's two sides of the coin.
So right now, I want to ask some of the students of this institution on how they feel about the ASUU strike. Hello, good afternoon. Hi, what's the name?
My name is Shilange Comforts.
Okay, I know the school is on strike.
Sure.
So what are you doing here?
I came to see my supervisor, but they are not attending to us due to the strike, and it's really affecting me because I also have finished my project now.
Yeah, what level are you?
I'm in HND2.
HND2. So is it that they are not in school at all? Or
they are not. They are not.
So how are you feeling about it?
I'm not really feeling happy.
I'm really tired about it. Everything is affecting us seriously.
Actually, people raise, like in my family now, we raise prayer points, let them call off the strike.
It's affecting me because presently I'm meant to be in year 3 now.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried exam, you read every day. You know how it feels. By the time when you get to one particular stage, you lose hope. There's no zeal to read again.
I think it's overdue. They should just find something to do about it. But anyway, I don't feel too bad about it. There are so many things that this time has allowed us to cover up with some of the activities. Most especially projects. Final year students enjoyed this time because they had time to really do their project well, as in very well. But now that most of us are almost done, So,
So now you are feeling the strike.
now we are feeling it. We are beginning to feel it now.
It's so disheartening to hear our Nigerian students speak like that. That shows how bad our educational system is. From a recent report, I had none of Nigerian University made it up to the top 1,000 university in the whole world. That is so sad. Well, now we'll go to the streets to ask the public how they feel about the ASUU strike. As a parent, I know you have some children in the university.
Of course.
How do you feel, seeing your children staying at home, doing nothing?
I feel bad. I'm always, in fact, I feel bad. It's beyond how to say in public my tension and my stage. Because I have one, ABU one, University of Ilorin, and I have one.
They are all at home.
No, only Ilorin, they are not joining them.
Okay, do you know?
They are not joining them.
Okay.
The government is supposed to give them what they want.
Okay, and since
So that the students can resume the school back.
Our government needs to do something about it because it affects some members of families, in which it affects them because it will affect the student, both the student and the family, because our government they don't have any good plan on students, because if you have any good plans for the youth, they will have solved the problem since all these days.
I just don't know. Just call it off. I don't know whether they should agree to the FG or FG should succumb to them. They should try to do anything and call it off. Yes.
I'm not advising them to call off.
So you still want them to continue the strike?
Of course, until the government serious. I go back to the agreement, year 2009 agreement. If the government can do only that one, we should forget about the other program.
One of my brothers is there in the higher institution.
Okay.
Keep staying at home doesn't make sense. It makes a lot of spending.
Exactly.
So please, anywhere,
yes.
So
what about his future? Not the money
so
aspect
of course,
now.
anyway. So if any way they can negotiate it and let them come to agreement, it will be more better than.
I feel many students are tired of staying at home. Although a large number have found something very useful and lucrative doing. Understand? So I would say that set really doesn't want the government to call up or they don't want ASUU and the government to reach a compromise, you understand, because they have started making out something important from the strike. While the second set that is just at home lazing and stuff, they want this, should I say, disagreement to be brought to an end very, very soon.
The ASUU should consider the parents. They should call off the strike.
But
because
they also have families to take care of, and they're owing them so lot of money.
We don't have government. This our so-called Jonathan didn't do anything about this so-called. Their regime is so bad, and they don't have good plans on students. So I implore ASUU to please consider we parents.
So, Aluta continua.
Victoria Sata.